And now I'm going to move on, talk about Myco 5-in-1 Plus. This is, like I said earlier, it's not a product. It's a concept of detecting mycotoxin with one extract detecting 6 mycotoxins. We didn't want to call it 6-in-1 because we don't want you confused with this actually mycotoxin immunofenity column. So this is the strips we have developed for, I can't remember how many years, at least 10 years. We started with aflatoxin and the down because those two are regulated in the United States. All the others are not truly regulated in the United States. So we developed afla and down first. And then we add fumonisin, ochratoxin, zearalenone, and T2. Now we have a full range of strict tests, quantitative strict tests you can use for detecting mycotoxins with a strict test. Strict test is very, very, very simple. I can't even use other words to describe this. So the 5-in-1 plus is the one is one extraction, 5-gram sample mixed with 25 ml aqua premix. You vortex for 2 minutes, filter it, use the same extract, apply to alpha strip, ochre strip, down strip, the red strip, and T2 strip, and the down strip. So you can do all 6, or you can do 1 or 2. You can do just 1 if you want to. If that's all you need, just do aflatoxin. That's fine. If you just need to do fumonisin, that's 2. And if you want to, whatever combination you want to do, it's fine. So basically, its concept is 1 extraction. You can apply to 6 different strips to get detection of the 6 mycotoxin. Most of you probably have seen, our fluorometer test. I mean, HPLC certainly, there's no doubt about it. You have to use true mycotoxin, true toxin. And for fluorometer, you use those ampules, red, yellow, and green. Those are not toxin, but they are still chemicals. They're quantum sulfate. You can calibrate. For these, we call the virtual reader, you don't even use any chemical. All you use is a barcode on a piece of paper. So this is a down picture here for down. For afla, you have an afla card. For ochra, you have an ochra barcode. Fumonisin, you have a fumonisin barcode, the red barcode, T2 barcode. Currently, our reader, you just do 1 barcode and put the 1 strip in there, read it, and you can print out. And later on, we're going to have this barcode. You can store those barcodes all in the 1 reader, and then you can read it all. The advantage I talk about for advantage, we don't use even organic solvent. We use called aqua premix. This is our vacuum developed. This premix. You don't use methanol. You don't use any organic solvent. 1 extract for 5 toxins. Calibration just like you go to grocery store. Barcode 1 second. You got it. 100 microliter of extract per test. So all this, 25 ml extract, you get plenty extract to do a lot of things. And for LOD and range, for aflatoxin, if you don't do any dilution, your the LOD is 2 and testing range up to 40 ppb. If you want higher than 40, you do a dilution and then you apply to next strip, and then you can get up to 100 ppb. Same thing for down. If you don't do any dilution, you just get 4 ppb. 4 ppm. If you want dilute and get a higher range, you can go up to 16 ppm. So fumonisin, first strip, you can get 20 ppm, and with dilution, you can go up to 100 ppm. Ochratoxin, one application of 100 microliter, you can go up to 30 ppb. So this just give you an idea of how easy, how simple that is. The strip test have one disadvantage, because like if you remember, even a affinity column, you pass diluted extract through it, you wash it, and then you do elution. For this one, you can't. You just apply the extract here and flow through it. That's it. So matrix effect causes a lot of matrix effect. So not one barcode can do all samples. Certain barcode, done with water extraction, you can do a lot of stuff. But if with aqua extraction, currently for this method, we only have for corn to do one extraction with all the different mycotoxins. But if for ochratoxin, if you want to for green coffee, you will need different barcode for green coffee. For aflatoxin, for corn, use one barcode. For peanuts, use different barcode. And this is just to show you the FGS, USDA FGS certifications. And this is the high range they required for FGS certification. For US FGS certification, you need minimum 50 gram sample. So you can't put in those little tube. You can't put 50 little gram in a tube and shake by hand. So if you do 50 gram, you have to use a blender. That's the only difference. Like I said earlier, peanuts has peanuts barcode, corn has corn barcode, and also peanuts, because there's so much variations in peanuts, so you have to use relatively large sample size. Remember the corn, you only use a 5 gram corn and 25 ml of aqua extraction. For peanuts, we prefer you use a 10 gram with 50 ml. So the extraction tube a little bit bigger. So that way it causes less sample variation, sample to sample variation. But principle is the same. And additionally, we developed this instrument, we didn't develop this instrument, we bought this instrument in a mixture. So you don't have to use hand shaking anymore, because hand shaking can cause variation. We have found a lot of people, especially female, holding that things over the vortex for 2 minutes. They're cheating. They're not holding hard enough, not pushing down hard enough, because that thing's shaking so much. So it causes data when they do validation, generate data. There's variations between technician to technician. So now peanuts, actually all our peanut customers use this. It's called the ICA mixture. So they put a sample in there, put solution in there, the mixture mixes itself. So that way the data is much more consistent now. Remember the peanuts, we use a 10 gram sample with 50 ml. So now the data from the customer is much more consistent, and then they trust us better. It's not really actually caused by us, it's caused by their technician, causes the data variation. Just quickly talk about the M1 strips. We also have this M1 strips, and the vacuum's M1 strip is really good. One strip, one method will meet EU 50 ppt regulation, and will meet US 500 ppt regulation. So for M1 kits, it comes with everything. All you need to do, is just put the milk into the conjugate tube, 200 microliter into the cold milk into the conjugate tube, and you mix it. You vortex 3 times, quick 5 seconds each time, and then put the strips in the incubator. And then, incubate for 10 minutes. You take strip out, use the same reader as the corn, peanuts reader, same reader. And then you just insert it, you barcode the lot number into the calibrations into the reader. And then, you can do, Aflatoxin M1 with whole milk. LOD is 0.025 ppb, basically 25 ppt. Remember, EU regulation is 50, and the testing range could be from 25 ppt to 750 ppt.